Emily here, and I'm going to show you the non-shanked button and how to do that. Okay, so what you're going to want is a button that looks like this. It's flat. Shanked button would have a little thing here, but it doesn't, so we're going to use this because it's non-shanked. This is the thread I'm using. Nice black cotton, I think. Who the heck knows? And you're going to want some scissors. Now this here is where we're gonna do it. This little X, because X marks the spot. Yar. But really, when you lose a button, my biggest recommendation is if there's a thread on there, don't get rid of the thread. Actually, you can even sew over the thread, or cut it off when you're done, because that way you know exactly where it is. I know it usually takes me about a month before I, get down to actually sewing a button on once I've lost it, because I'm a slacker and I should be better about that, but I'm not. So let's start. I've already threaded my needle here. You've got the needle. It's, any needle will do. Just make sure it's not too thick. Like, don't use a tapestry one or those little ones that you used to get in those little crochet kits that are like 2 inch, like an inch thick and plastic. They're just, you're gonna have a bad time. I double threaded this. So as you can see, you've got both ends of the thread, and then it's knotted. Basically, that saves you a whole lot of time. I actually need to re-knot this, because I didn't do what I was supposed to, because I'm awesome. You know it, you're jealous. Okay, so button goes here, but first we want to anchor our stitch, so you're going to want to go just a little bit next to your spot. But make sure that the button will conceal it, because you don't want to see that stuff. It's just ugly. So, we do this. Okay. Now, okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm not used to doing double width. I just don't sew a lot of buttons. Okay, so now we take this and we put it through. And don't poke yourself. It kind of sucks. I mean, you won't. Of all the times I've poked myself, I think I've only bled 4 or maybe 10 times. But we're talking about a lot of times here, so it's not like, I'm some sort of, sewing noob. We're talking 10 out of a bajillion. So yeah, so then you go through here, and as you can see, you've got your little line like you always expect. Another tip, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes, but you always want to use matching thread. Something like this would be great. That's what I'm actually using on this fabric. This is a scrap from my Star Trek costume. So yeah, then you want to do this again. I go in like I did. So just keep at it. Where was I when I was doing this? So yeah, little tiny stitch. Try your best. I know it's hard when you start out, but just pick up 1 or 2 threads. Yarns would be the proper term, but whatever. I'm trying to use layman's terms. So yeah, and another good idea is to do the same on the other end once you come out of this end here. As you can see here, kind of getting a little bit, but you don't want it to show because, well, I'm using black thread because I'm cool like that. But yeah, you repeat this step. I usually do it 3 or 4 times. I find this, I find it very relaxing, so I may do it 6 or 7 times because, well, yeah, I have no life. And that's what cool kids do for fun. I'm sure the hipsters love this sort of crap. But, yeah, so here we go. And that was really annoying. I'm gonna cut that out. So yeah, we keep doing this, and I think we need a montage. We're gonna make a montage of Emily sewing this button. Now it's the next step. Okay, so, pardon my breakouts into musical numbers. Okay, so needle. Alright, now you're going to want to make the shank because it doesn't have one. And this basically anchors it, and your button won't fall off, but it'll also hold the button whole. So what we do is we take this thread here, and this is the fun part. I like doing this. So you just wrap it around. You want to get this thread here out of the way. You just one. I think you're only supposed to do it 3, 4, 5 is good, solid number. You just want to make sure that this sucker is not going to move. So then we tie it off. So you go into the mess here. See all that? I just kind of stick it right in the middle of it. Middle of all that. And I push it through. And you're going to see, okay, well it's hard to see when you've got all this crap here. I can't do it. Okay, so a loop is forming here. Now you put your needle through the loop and you pull it out, and shabam! You have a button. Now, cutting off all the extra strings is important, so you're gonna cut these guys. Don't worry, if you knotted it off, nothing should come apart. And if you didn't, you will learn your lesson very quickly. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, you got a stray here. You just want to make sure everything is out, is basically what it boils down to. And that is how you sew a shanked button. And you want it a little bit clear here. But anyway, that's it.